what's going on, Shop Godsend family? It's your boy Ethan Larte. Today we're bringing you a different type of video. We're going to be inspiring the next generation. Let's go meet with the youngest DJs in Ashburn, Virginia, who have been killing the game for a while. Let's go see what they got to offer. What's up, man? How you doing? How you been, bro? Chilling. DJ Fish right here. This is my guy. I've known him since elementary school. Like I said, they're the youngest DJs who've been killing the game for a while. How old are you?
21, man.
21. So there's older brothers in there too. Let's go see what they do, their day-to-day operations. Being an employee of you, in 2018, 2019 to now we're in 2024. You have your own warehouse now. How did you even get here?
It took a lot, man. We started off in our garage, actually. That's when he used to work with me. Also the dude behind the camera saw me.
Yeah.
But then from there, we went to storage units. I mean, we started sharing units with other people. And luckily this year, last year, 2023, we were able to actually finally rent out our own warehouse. And I mean, it's been a game changer for us. It's been pretty good.
Pretty good, 100%. Me knowing the brand and the business, but to somebody who's never seen Shivish, somebody who's never doesn't know anything about the DJ business, how would you explain Shivish to them?
So Shivish is basically, we are an entertainment company. Is what it really comes down to. But we are also like a family. So we've had people with us from like 2016, like you guys, and then we've had some guys who've joined recently. So we got girls, guys. We're a big family. We do weddings, clubs, corporate gigs. We do production, lighting. I mean,
everything.
But yeah, everyone here on the team, we're real cool with each other. We help each other out, just try to grow together, just like any other team would.
100%.
And me and Shiv just try to coach everyone,
100%. Leading into that question, you being the DJ and you being an owner of the business and the brand. What would you say is your favorite events you've done, or what is your favorite events to go to? Because I heard you list a couple from parties, weddings.
Right.
So what's your favorite to do?
I'd say my favorite is definitely weddings, man.
Weddings?
I mean, they pay the best, and it's the least. You don't get to deal with drama. No drunk people, no people requesting songs, none of that, right? And on top of that, I mean, you get to get two people married. I feel like I'm Cupid out there, so it's like... It's definitely my favorite with the wedding scene, man.
100%. I got one more question, if you don't mind. Can we check the rest after?
Yeah,
but I know, after that question, asking my follow-up question, who's your favorite person or favorite wedding you've DJed for? Just your favorite DJ event where you can be like, you look back and you just like, wow.
I wouldn't say I have a favorite, but there are some clients who like really go out their way to take care of me. They'll fly me out the country. They'll book me hotel rooms, nice plane tickets. When they go out the way for me, I feel like going out the way for them. So
100%.
I, book extra stuff, do all that stuff for them. So,
100%.
I mean, just the other day I was in Mexico, and I mean, that client was probably one of my favorite clients.
Wow,
I mean, all inclusive is the way he took care of me so well.
Hey, y'all see this, man, what he's saying. If you're a DJ out there, you're learning how to spin on Serato right now, keep going. You may be able to get flown out one day.
Definitely. Over here, it's my partner Shiv, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Big
What's
boss
up?
man.
How you doing, Mr. Shiv?
What's going on, guys?
Yes,
Welcome.
Yes, sir. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. What's going on?
Good. How's everything been going?
Good, bro. It's been busy.
He's about to do an interview for us, teach some young entrepreneurs how to get their business started up.
You got a second?
Yeah, man.
Let's do it. So I did prepare a few questions for y'all. Obviously, they know that I was an employee of you guys. One question I have is, how did you balance school while running this business at the same time?
Good question, bro. Vish, I mean, you want to start? How you did it?
I mean, to be honest, I followed your path, so.
Okay.
You got the better answer.
I mean, bro, middle school, I started when I was in 6th grade. So I was like 10 in my first gig, but then 12, so I was like right around 6th grade, just finishing 5th grade, going into middle school. Middle school, it wasn't that bad because obviously it wasn't that busy.
Right.
We had like 4 gigs a year.
Okay.
So that was, at the time, was a hobby, you know, getting into it.
Would you say that was like your learning stage?
That was my learning stages because at the age of 12, I messed up my first wedding. Big. And after that, I kind of took a break and I was like, I want to go learn. I want to go shadow other DJs and, kind of actually learn the art behind it and the business behind it before I actually go out and start doing events.
100%.
But high school is when it got a little tough.
Right.
Because obviously, that's when the workload gets a little harder. And then our business also picked up by then. So I was DJing every weekend. He was DJing and he was younger than me.
Yeah.
So how we did it?
Just
grind it out, bro. I mean, I was taking extra classes. I was going to school early.
Okay.
I was asking my teachers for some of my work before, so I was like, if I can just like be ahead.
So being proactive, you would say helps.
We talked to my counselor about how I can graduate early. So I finished. We both finished 4 years of high school in 3.
Wow.
Counselor originally said it's not doable,
Yeah.
but we were like, yo, just give us the curriculum, tell us what we need to do, whatever the requirement is to graduate, and we'll do it in 3 years.
Wow.
So my junior year, I was doing my senior year, my junior year, plus running the company.
Wow.
That's what you gotta do sometimes, though,
100%. Wow, man, that. Some people don't even finish high school, so to say, to do that while doing that is definitely big ups to you.
Appreciate
I see
that.
some things here behind us. I know we're doing the tour while we're speaking, but
Yes.
to the viewers who've never seen this, what is this? What? Explain it for
Bro,
us.
this is our showcase room. So as you can see right now, we've got 2 LED wall setups. So this showcase room is switching almost every week based on the customer that's coming in. Sometimes a customer wants to come in and they're like, hey, we might be booking this screen or an LED wall or a dance floor from you guys, but we want to actually see it before we book it. So we'll give them a little mock setup of what their package or their concept is actually going to look like the day of. So we give the customers a real-time experience. You can actually come in to the studio, our headquarters. We can show you a mock-up of what your setup will look like the day of. And, this helps us obviously upsell. It also gives the customer real-time experience before paying for an item. We don't want a customer to come in and book a service that the day of they don't like.
Like 100%.
Sometimes they don't know what an intelligent moving head is or an uplight is. So we want to show them, give them the real-time experience.
That's very, very amazing. Let me pull out some more questions I have here for you. But how has mentorship or leadership helped your career? Would you say, have you guys had a mentor, somebody of who was in the business longer than you, help you and help evolve your guys' career?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've had 2 mentors, so him and my dad.
That's a
And
blessing.
he always had my dad. So I mean, since a young age, our dad would give us books about entrepreneurship. Just teach us life lessons, take us to real estate classes, take us to his company.
Yeah.
He didn't really have any DJ background per se, but he did know how to run a company.
business.
So he definitely helped us a lot when it came to the business end of things. I mean,
And our biggest mentor and supporter is definitely our dad, for
That's a
sure.
blessing,
Without it. But even within the DJ industry, we had a lot of small. There's different levels of mentors, right? So we also had a lot of small mentors that came along the way that did support us and help us. We met a lot of guys that might have given us a small 10, 15-minute lesson on beat matching, but that went a really long way for us. I consider them a mentor.
100%.
I consider people that maybe just gave me a quick lesson on the mic. Hey man, you're doing good, but
do this.
And that tip changed my
whole game.
So
100%.
I look at them as mentors as well. So yeah, we've had a lot of mentors along the way, and our dad being the biggest, of course. I mean,
Just a blessing.
I'll
man.
tell you one thing, man. Having a mentor changes the
It
whole
does
game
change
of
the
things. I
game.
mean, one time I was at one of my biggest shows, bro. Echo Stage, just like 1,000 people in the crowd.
Wow.
I'm up there trying to DJ, and I'm like choking like a motherfucker. You can bleep that out. But and then I look at my brother, and he comes up on stage, man, and just him being there behind me, man, it's like all my stress and anxiety was just gone. Just because I know, like, yo, I got my guy here. Whatever goes wrong, he got me. So,
That's
I mean,
nice.
you find that one guy to show you the ropes, man, it makes a big difference on your career.
100%. That's a blessing. Even when you said, your parent or your dad took you to real estate, conferences and stuff at a young age. Even my mom did a lot of things similar. So I think instilling that in your kid at a young age is something that helps. Vish, I asked you this question. Who is your favorite person who DJed? So we know your answer, but Shiv, who would you say is your favorite? Not even favorite, but you guys do so many things, right? From parties, graduations, clubs. What would you say is that one moment or that one event you look back on and that was your quote unquote favorite, if you can even pinpoint that?
I would say one of my favorite. I've got two. One of my favorite events that I've ever DJed at was Festival of Colors, and we've done like 5 years of it.
Of course.
But there was one specific year when me, Vish, Roel, we had another guy on the team at the time, right? The 4 or 5 of us just got up on stage, and there was a DJ, Akbar Sami from India, a big DJ. So he's kind of set up in the back, and we were the opening set. So our set was over, and we're kind of just looking at each other like, yo, are we done? Like, is this it?
Yeah.
And then the DJ from India, good DJ and everything, but he was just chilling. He was kind of just doing his thing. We're like, yo, this is a festival. What are we gonna do? So we look at each other. We picked up the mics. Just got up on stage and just crowd control. Had people jumping, screaming, cheering, and that kind of gave us the
confidence.
Not the confidence for sure, but also the spotlight in front of the promoters and everything behind the show. And we were the headliners at the next show because of that. So we took that initiative.
Wow.
We went out there, went up on stage, picked up the mic, did what we could.
So something you didn't even know you were doing really changed the whole game.
Because the next 3 years of Festival of Clubs, we were the headliners.
Wow.
So that was one. I feel like that was one big event for us. And another, an artist concert that I DJ'd for was Bohemia. He's an Indian rapper, a Desi rapper. But man, that guy was so humble. I'm not gonna say this was the biggest concert that we've DJ'd. We've done a lot bigger, but this was
the most genuine.
You see that guy perform because we were actually playing his tracks for him. So it's not like we were just opening. We were actually DJing for Bohemia and just being on stage with him and his aura that he gave off to us while we were performing and he's performing, bro, it was a magical experience, man. I can't forget that feeling being up on stage with him.
I can really see the passion as you're speaking about it. So, even, someone like, me, I have a brand. A lot of cool things have happened within that, but how is that feeling when, I'll ask this question to you, when you start to see, people who you studied and the next day you're going to dinner with them. How is that? What does that feel like to you?
You gotta repeat the question, bro.
I said, so.
Cut this part.
No, we're good. You can keep going. But the question is, as you've been coming up, you guys have been working on this business for the last 10 years. You start to see, people who you looked up to become even in your circle or your friends, or you can even give them a call. Right. How is that feeling, knowing that your hard work has kind of
That's crazy. I was actually just talking to Shiv about that the other day, man. I was sitting in DC at 5 a.m. with these club owners and stuff, guys that I used to try to get in touch with and stuff. I know he is the same way with his Indian promoters and stuff too, but I was blown. I was like, yo, I can literally pick up the phone right now and just call this guy and he'll sit there, talk to me for an hour and just give me advice and important things. Guys that I used to look up to, man, they're just working right next to me on the sidelines now. So it's definitely really inspiring, man. And they've all been great role models, just help us keep going. So
it's a good feeling, and it also humbles you, and you also appreciate it, man, that we've come this far, but we've got a very, very long way to go, so we appreciate how far we've come, and man, it's a great feeling, but I feel like we're just getting started, right? We've got a long way to go still, so.
That's beautiful, man. If you don't mind, if you can see the rest of the area.
There's the space closet for some additional parts, spare parts and everything. We also do a lot of our in-house printing, custom merch. It's kind of messy right now, but little printing station we've got, right? Just make our own t-shirts, hats and stuff in-house.
Wow.
Vish's office.
Let's go.
Nice, chill. You can see it's a little messy. That means he's been working. We got our sound engineer's office in here.
As you guys see, this really is a whole operation.
It's a Home Depot for DJs, man.
If you want to be a DJ, this should definitely be a goal for you one day. I know when I see people with warehouses with clothing brands, it's very inspiring. So Another question I wanted to ask you guys is, being of culture and having obviously an Indian descent, how would you say that has impacted the way you do business, the way you interact with everybody? Has it had an impact on everything, you'll say?
I would say we embraced it definitely a lot more
Yeah.
when we got into DJing too, because a lot of the South Asians, the Indians, Desis, they were showing us the most support in the beginning. So it wasn't even for a while that we really tapped into like the American market, the hip hop market, and all that. So I mean, just to get our foot off the ground, it was just all Indian music, Bollywood music. Man.
South Asian is what popped us off. It's all of South Asian, the Bengali community, Indian, Pakistani community, right? Like
That's amazing.
that was our
thing.
still is.
Right.
I would say that is definitely one of our big things. And but how it's affected us, I feel like now that Vish brought a whole different market to the company, and we got new guys on the team, Roel and stuff, that brought a whole new market and demographic to the company. But as a whole, initially, since us being brown Indians, and we came into it striking the South Asian community, initially it was tough breaking into the American one.
It was
It worked in the opposite factor where we got a lot of support from the South Asian community, but then it was real hard breaking into the American market.
Yourself kind of established in there, right?
So we kind of had to so he kind of brought that fusion open format, got DJs from different demographics who got into the clubs and stuff like that. And
I mean, we found the niche, bro. I mean, and now people really like us because we can do South Asian music and mix it with American music, with Latin music. I mean, so it brings a whole new feel of music into people's ears. So,
Man, as I'm looking, I just got this question in my mind. It's just, I know how the clothing works. Obviously, I keep mentioning that, but for somebody who only has one uplight, how can they multiply to 50, 60? And if you don't mind me asking, how did you guys scale to this much equipment, this much infrastructure? Because it is a lot. As you see right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me if I'm wrong. QSC speakers. You guys are sponsored by them, right?
Endorsed.
Endorsed. So, how did you get to that? Let's kind of give some inspiration to the guy who only has an Amazon controller.
Yo, honestly, when we started, we were blessed in the fact that our dad supported us, but he supported us. Our dad was smart. If he wanted at the time, he said, "Yo, I could have bought you all the equipment and infrastructure, right?" Initially, but he bought us 2 small speakers, bought us a controller, some cables, some mics, and obviously my dad wasn't a DJ. He didn't know anything about the DJing. We were both young. He was 8, I was 10. We had no idea what to buy. Best Buy in Reston used to have a pro audio section in it. They don't have it anymore. We ran up and walk in. Imagine I'm buying DJ equipment from Best Buy. Like that's how clueless we were, right? So we walking in the Best Buy. Buy a whole set, right? And shout out because that first set I got these 2 little Samsung speakers, $350. We got a Newmark mix deck, right, that had CDs and stuff at the time. Brought all that stuff back home, tried figuring out how to set it up, and I made $100 on my first show. Total rig, I think my dad put in $2,000, $3,000. We made $100 on our first show. So I was in debt, big time, right? To my father, of course. But I looked at it as a business at the time. I was young. I was like, look, this is a loan. And this is how we're gonna go about it. My dad was very strategic, and he always made sure that we were smart about our money. If he wanted, he could have said, "Shiv, it's your money. Do what you want with it. Here's $3K. Blow it how you want." But he made sure that we were strategic with our money as well. So we made $100. Any money we made would go into a savings account. It didn't matter how old I was. 100. From $100 shows, it went up to 300. Slowly, what I started doing was started working with other DJs as well, just to get some roadie gigs, shadow experience, just make money where I can. That money that you're making initially, take what you need for obviously your living expenses, your food and stuff, of course if you're living alone. But we were young, we had our parents, we were blessed. So that money we're saving is just going back into the business. From that 1 set of speakers, I still have them up there.
Wow.
We
you
bought
still have your first ever speaker.
My first set is at home, but my second set of speakers are right up there.
Wow.
No disrespect to Alto, but Alto was the first set of speakers. I mean, the second set of like actual speakers that we got. Not the best sound for what we do now, at least, right? But that got us through a lot of events. But our pricing went from 100 to 250. It just went up from that, and the money we started making
scaled. So it's a slow scale, you
I
say.
would say it's also key, like when you're starting off, man, like when I started off, and I actually started doing my own events, for the longest time I was just going with him, shadowing him, right? But I used to get mad at him, like, yo, these events are so small, they're not paying enough, they're this, they're that, and it was like a high ego, right, once you first get into it. And then I like did this one party, man. It was like 10 people in the basement, right? But this one client that was at that party ended up liking us, man. He ended up flying us to Vegas, Orlando.
Wow.
Where else did he take us?
Charlotte.
Wow.
He's talking about Dubai and London now.
Yeah, so I mean, and he's like, we're like his go-to guy now, right? From
Right.
that tiny party. So I mean, no matter like how new you are, how small the party is, whatever it is, man, just kill it, because you never know who's out there actually listening to you, and it goes a long way. I mean, that one guy could change your whole life too, right? You know,
100%.
so
That's a blessing.
See, he makes a good point, and to add to that a little bit, getting into any business as a young person, or it doesn't matter what age you are, but getting into any business, you gotta understand that you're starting from zero.
100%.
You know, and you gotta work your way up, just like you would in a corporate job or you would anywhere, right? In your business, you're starting from zero, and if you're a business owner, you're wearing all the hats. You're the accountant, you're the DJ, you know, you're the business manager, you're the secretary sitting in the front, you're the guy bringing the snacks into the meeting, like you're everything,
100%.
you know. But it's really important to, at the same time, like he said, do these events, smaller events, grad parties, do whatever you're getting initially. A lot of, I'm not gonna say kids, but a lot of people that I feel like get into the industry now and they'll sign with a big company or something that's putting them on, they miss that whole part, which is completely okay. But then you gotta appreciate the fact that, yo, being a DJ, being a football player, being a soccer player, you're starting from zero. You're gonna have to do some small stuff, small events to build up and get to where you're gonna be.
I like that. You like that? So that leads into my next question. Kind of wrap it up from here. You guys gave us a lot of great insight. Stay humble, keep working. But would you change anything that has happened on this journey?
no, man, all the ups and downs, the mistakes are what teach you guys, to be honest. Every time we messed up, we just came back even stronger. So, you know, never let that get to your head. Just keep grinding, man.
Yeah. Learn from all our mistakes. Can't go back and change them now, but yeah, the outcome is what it is, and I don't know if I would want to change that. So
100%. Well, guys, I thank you for your time. I know you guys are busy. Thank you, Mr.
thank
Sid.
you.
Thank you, Vish.
Brother,
Much love.
cleaned up.
As you see, this is inspiring the next generation. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Follow them on social media, especially if you're looking to do a wedding or anything. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.